Hey everyone, it's Alexander, the real Mr. Robinson. Welcome to the channel. This is my review for TÁR, which is the third feature film from Todd Field and stars Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett plays a world-famous composer and the first ever female chief conductor for the Berlin Philharmonic. And essentially the movie is a psychological drama about this character having all this power around her and suddenly things start crumbling within her personal life, her professional life, and it's just her trying to maintain this grip in terms of who she is in the world. Now, when I reviewed Amsterdam a couple days ago, I mentioned that there was another movie that I thought lent itself to this Oscar season not being all that good, and TÁR is that movie for me. Now, it's not like Amsterdam where everyone's in agreement that, yeah, this movie is a turd storm. No, this is one of those instances where I'm the crazy one in all this, because the movie premiered at Venice. It's been getting phenomenal reviews. Cate Blanchett is a big contender for Best Actress this year, and I don't like the movie. And I'm not saying I dislike this movie in the sense of, oh, it's not all that well made, or the directing's amateurish, or script's terrible, or Cate Blanchett isn't all that good. No, there is a lot of good things to admire about this movie. Like Cate Blanchett, for example. I consider her to be somewhat of Hollywood royalty. I mean, she's a phenomenal actress, has a wide range, and does a lot of really interesting projects. She is incredible in this role. Seeing her character go through her life, whether it be personal or professional, and just to see her life pretty much crumble because of her own doing is somewhat interesting. I mean, Cate Blanchett really does sell this role, and all the praise you've been hearing about her performance is not an exaggeration. She really is the front runner right now for Best Actress. We'll see how the rest of the award season goes. And it's a really good looking movie as well. The production design is fantastic. The cinematography is amazing. There are several long shots of scenes that go on for one whole take where the camera is moving all over the place, following certain characters, and there's never a cut, and that's something I can really admire. But outside of all that, the movie just doesn't work for me at the end of the day. For one thing, it's way too long. It's nearly 2.5 hours. Oh no, it's over 2.5 hours. And I feel like, much like with The Wolf of Wall Street, this isn't really a story that warrants being this long. Because, again, you're watching the story about this character who's pretty much gone mad with power, and we see how she loses it. And after a while, you're just thinking, okay, when's she gonna fall? Okay, anytime now, let's see her fall. And it just got too long, and there are a lot of points in the movie that I found to be very boring. Also, I said it's a well-made movie, but the opening of the movie did not impress me at all. In fact, I thought the opening was actually quite terrible, because it's a very abrupt opening where we're introduced to this character through a Q&A, where she's introduced as one of the greatest composers out there, nominated for several awards, and she's just a brilliant artist all around. I just felt like it was a very stilted way to introduce this character, especially with the dialogue. For the first couple of scenes in this movie, I think maybe the first 15 minutes, the dialogue makes me feel like I'm sitting in a college lecture hearing a professor talk about the history of music and composition, and it's delivered in a way where the movie just comes across as so pretentious. I'm like, yeah, I didn't come here to listen to a college lecture. I came here to see this character right here and see what her story is about. Luckily, it's only the first 15 minutes, so you're done with that pretty quickly in a 2.5 hour plus movie. But again, the movie just feels really long. The pacing is all over the place. It got pretty boring in certain moments, and I thought the ending was very rushed. We start to see the downfall of this character, but then all of a sudden we're introduced to an Act 4 that just rushes everything. It's almost like the movie was in a hurry to wrap things up when it had no problem at all taking its time throughout the rest of the movie beforehand. So, again, this movie didn't work for me, but I feel like I might be the crazy one at the end of the day, because it's gotten unanimous praise among everyone else. I think it has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, which is a stark contrast between Amsterdam, which has like 30-something%. So it's clearly a movie that most critics love. I am not one of those critics, so for that, watch at your own risk. There are things to enjoy about it. There's a lot to admire, like the look of the film, the direction, cinematography, production design, and of course Cate Blanchett. But the movie, in terms of me feeling anything, didn't work. Had it been shorter, a little more interesting, and less pretentious, I think I really could have been on board with it. But with what we have right now, no. No, not for me. And there you go, that's my review for TÁR. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I want to know what you guys think about the movie. If you've seen it, what did you think? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, go check out my Twitch channel, and support me on Patreon. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day and take care of yourselves.